Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet?
I love people as I meet them one by one. People are just wonderful as individuals. You see the whole...
My great aspiration, my greatest ambition is to be so good. Now, in that way, I'm tiresome, as I suppose, to live with, because I want to be a fantastic human being.
I am the greatest.
We're not disputing that, Cash. It's how does Sonny Liston feel about it?
He can't feel but one way, and let's take everything I say and like it. Because February the 25th, I'm going to take back my job. I'm the champ. He's no champ. He's a tramp.
When you see men fall, don't laugh. Learn. Learn. Because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation.
Venomous, innocent, whiskey, John, Christian Dior, East Saint Laurent, bitch whirling that drop on the floor. Then I just hop in the rolls and scoot. Then I just hop in the rolls and scoot. Then I just hop in the rolls. I am the sickle and hammer. I am like Tony Montana. I got Betty Crocker in the trash spot, cooking up dope with a crop pot, turning that soft in a butter rock, then chewing tip when the hair drops. Bitch, my life is a movie. Surrounding myself on the Mickey.
Yo, what's up, man? Hey, peace and blessings. How's everybody? We back. Told you. Part two. We moving all weekend from beginning to the very end of the night. We are active. I want to say thank you to Rob because I just seen you repost. I appreciate you. Salutes to everybody that's watching via Twitter, Facebook, Rumble, wherever you are right now. I am grateful for it. I just finished wrapping up an interview with no other than Squish Adams. That's going to be dropping real soon. We have some new faces in the building. One of them, he pulled up clutch. Miss Ivy Wrighton, salutes to her. Sydney, of course. I'm grateful for both of you. I'm grateful for all of you, actually. It's been a minute since we actually did an open mic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the ladies introduce themselves first. Janori, you're going to pull up after them. And we're going to have us a good time. All right. So with that being said, let's get into it. Talk to me. What's up?
Hi, everyone. My name's Sydney. Nice to meet everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I am a scientist and a writer. I have my background in psychology and environmental education. I love to write poetry about science as well as philosophy and other types of topics. So I'm excited to share some of my writing today.
Miss I.
What's up, everybody? My real name is Crystal. My stage name is Abby Ryan. And I prefer spoken word artists. I mean, I guess poetry is in the same lane. But my writing is just about my journey since that third eye popped open, how I've healed, things that I've surpassed, things that I'm still learning. So I just chose to do it through writing, and I'll just talk to those that can hear me.
Appreciate you for pulling up. Nori, what's going on?
Okay, my mic was muted. Sorry. Yeah, my name is Janori. I teach self-defense privately, but I do love doing poetry on the side. I do deep thought style, where I just ever in the top of my heart and head, I just speak it out. No revisions, no rewrites. How people take it is how people take it.
Well, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I am grateful for you to be here. It's funny because I was going through my emails. I saw that we had spoke, but you had replied, and I wasn't sure what you were talking about. And I said, "Hey, you remember what we were speaking about in the first place?" And then you reminded me, and I'm like, "Oh, that's right. It was about that." And I ended up switching out the days for the open mic to the day. And I'm like, all right, Will, are you available? And you said, sure. And I'm like, all right, cool. That's what's up. That makes this even better. So it's nice to have you up here. I be writing. I appreciate that. All Threads family up here. What I was going to do, I was going to let Sydney kick us off first. But I figured since it's been a minute, and technically I don't read as much as I used to, that I would just go ahead and start this off myself with something, and then I'll hand it over. I guess I can go with this one. I wrote this back in 2017. I don't even write anymore. I need to get back to it. But when I get to you, I'm going to give y'all the solo. Everybody's going to get a solo. So it's going to look like this or like this. And then it's going to come back to the regular screen. If I hear something fire, you're going to get one of these. Or you might get one of these.
Sensational.
Either way, if I'm vibing with what you're doing, you're gonna hear something. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and kick us off with something. And then I'm gonna pass it to Sydney. I've only ever spoke out against myself in these beatings that's been applied to my back. There are no gray areas in my words. If I stop today, they'd still salivate in my thoughts after everyone has left. I'm talking to who I am. I'm talking to who I was, and I'm talking to who I want to be. Everyone else who decided to straggle along, you can relax because I'm sure you thought it was all about you, but I'm sorry, but you weren't the only ones punishing me or pushing me to the edge. I hope that I can give you the same degree of comfort as you go on with your life. Because me, I can ignore those 200 pages of waivers between being on the threshold and being vehemently sought in imperial consternation. Never was my style, which is probably why each time I climb out a deeper hole, I can't blame you when I fall back in. But on a side note, if it make you feel better, I still would like to point a finger at you. You cool with that? No? You sure? Okay, well, then don't try to psychoanalyze me anymore. And if you really wanted to know what I thought, that's what these 200 pages are for. Something slight. Something slight. Something slight.
I like that.
That was deep. I love it.
Appreciate
Very
it.
introspective.
It was pretty much saying, look, I'm not here to judge you, so don't come judging me. Bottom line. Because we get a lot of that. A whole lot of it.
100%. So true.
Yeah. Let's go to Sydney. You ready?
All right. As usual, I don't have a name for this one. We pray at the edge of an ocean of choices, having come to this precipice after losing the way. And from this perilous cliff we perch, high and mighty, on soft feather tuffets, overlooking the progression of the saltiest consequences, both written and unwritten. Though we steep in rapture and intemperance, the totality of all we claim merely detracts and distracts from the original blessings bestowed upon us. We once had everything. Yet, comfort was allowed to consume our freedoms, as we paid for our past with our futures, passing along the damage to the lives of the innocent. Though the gods plead with cognition and caution, giving us the tools we need, here we are, in the pursuit of false truths, imposing our will, requesting the privilege to turn a blind eye on our mortal equivalents. We cannot be extricated from the fabric of the supreme. Rhythms designed for us and with us intertwine like roots into soil. The bedrock of this very earth is sculpted by the blood of our great-grandparents and on the backs of our fathers. In life, there is nothing but the repetition of rise and demise, from the waves on the beach to the patterns of the stars and the moon. As everything lay thawing among papyrus and stone, the very beats of life within and without us roll like the natural cadence of before and beyond. In life, we are but a flash.
Sensational.
Thank you.
You know, I always ask about the history behind a piece.
It started out as a climate change environmental poem, but it kind of morphed into like spirituality and the like greater being me. So I just tried to explain how we're intertwined with the universe, like we aren't separate from the great beyond.
Respect.
Agreed.
Beautiful poem. Man, I'm loving this. I'm loving this energy. Miss Ivy Writing, how you feeling so far? You got to hear too. I know mine's is way older, years older than hers. She write every day. So shout out to Sid. She be on it, man. But how you feeling so far?
I feel good. I mean, what I love about poetry is that everybody sees things differently, and just the way they express it is just, you take from it what you will. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like it. A little nervous because it's my first time ever sharing on a platform like this, other than Threads. You see, if you just get like 60 seconds on Threads. So yeah, this is a little different for me, but more or less, I'm thankful to be here and to share and to have people tune in.
We're glad you're here as well.
Right on. Look, man, I tell everybody before any of this, I did all of my recordings, all of my streams off of the phone. I didn't have a background. I didn't have nothing. And quite frankly, I didn't even show my face on screen. I wore a mask for like 3 years. Jason mask, Michael Myers mask, you name it. That was my gimmick. That was my thing, because I didn't want people to be focused on, oh, is he ugly? Is he attractive? Is he black? Is he white? Is he this? Is he that? Nah, I wanted you to concentrate on the actual words. This ain't a popularity contest. This isn't to see who is the most stylish and the most fancy. This is about healing. This is about relaxing. This is about expression. This is about being free, vulnerable. When the world says you're not allowed to be, come over here, take your hair down, take your shoes off at the front door, grab you something to drink, get comfortable, be weird, be whatever the hell you want to be. It's all love over here. We don't have enough of that, and that's why I am doing what I do. Because like, if I'm not comfortable, you're not going to be comfortable, and if I can't do this, why is anybody else going to believe in it? So you good over here. It's all love. It's always been like that. You can ask anybody who's been up here. Sydney has been here the longest out of everybody. So, well, I say Mike, I gotta check on bro. But I digress. I'm gonna give you the floor. This is your debut. Actually, technically, it's your debut and Janori's debut. So you're both making your grand appearance. That's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate that. I kind of wish I had a violin or something, so I could pretend like I know what I'm doing and just. But I'm gonna give you the solo. I'm gonna let you do your thing and have fun with it.
All right, thank you. All right, so I don't have a title for this one, but so when I'm going through it, it's my words that get me through it. And I speak from a place of honesty, so nothing's restricted. Even when it's tough, I just gotta go through it. But trust, I'ma grow through it. Heavy emotions, the tears be rolling as I remind myself to commit to my goals and make myself proud until I feel it and it's actually showing. Ain't trying to look back and feel remorse, because I kept looking back and feeling remorse for shit that held no weight in where I was going. The devotion that pours out of my heart and through my pen is golden. When I die, they'll hear this and think her soul was broken, not knowing I never gave in. I kept the ship afloat when the murky waters was rocky and tried to push me over. And yet here I am, still backstroking, eyes watching God. That's how I get to know him or show him or her that I am focused. Staying true to me, I ain't putting on no performance. So you can stop and take notice, but you can't copy the form. Only stop to take notes, because ain't no latching on if you're not devoted to creating your own motion. We all got a job to do. Until it's done, ain't no promotion. Oh, you thought Shorty was joking when I told you when you take the first step, the Most High will support it. Well, I wasn't preaching or trying to turn this into a sermon. I'm just sharing my testimony, but fuck it. Let me just keep going and bask in my moment. You see them generational curses, I'm going to break them because they ain't been broken. And that Sagittarian fire is long lasting. Anything going up against it is getting torched, then escorted. I'm leaving the past where it's at. Shit, I wish I would look back, eyes forward. And so it is. It's been written and spoken. That's it.
I loved your rhythm. That was really fun.
Thank you. Thank you.
Was this from a a place of personal experience or just you wanting to express something in general? It didn't really have a root to it.
Oh no, it's definitely rooted. Just not marching to the beat of my own drum. Being a follower. I don't know if anybody caught the reference, but Her Eyes Were Watching God. That's one of my favorite movies. So, just if you've seen the movie, you kind of know her story, which is kind of like you put yourself in this box and you just march to everybody else's beat but your own. So I've just come to find myself, my voice, and I listen to a lot of rap, battle rap. So I appreciate the Don DeMarco. Not that you gave me one, I'm just saying when I heard it, So I just like infused it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
What?
Definitely rooted though. From experience.
Just because you said you like battle rap.
Don DeMarco. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, I grew up on it. Like I told you in our comments, we was going back and forth. Being born in 87 don't got much to do with it, but yeah, like before Smack was even, Philly battle raps, like all of that. So watching it from the desktop, you know what I'm saying? Not even a laptop, like a desktop, me and my brothers. So yeah, it's a part of the history as well.
That's fire. That's fire. You're the second person to pop up on here. Matter of fact, it's funny that you brought that up because I just chopped it up with Virgo. We're getting ready to start doing battle rap reaction videos again. We did one, but she ended up having other things going on. And we had a conversation. It was just random last night. And I was like, hey, remember when we did that reaction to New Jersey twerking? It was twerking somebody. And she was like, yeah, I was going to bring it up, but I thought you had a lot of stuff going on. So long story short, yeah, we getting ready to start doing that again, man. And that's going to be dope. That's what's up, though.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out and support for sure. I mean, I haven't watched it in a long time because I don't really know a lot of these new faces, but I still pull up the oldies but goodies.
All right, random question. I'm gonna turn it over to Janori. Who was your favorite when you were watching?
I got quite a few. One of my favorites, B Magic, Av, JC, even though they clowned him for years. I like Witty. What's the dude from Chicago? I can't think of his name. Light-skinned dude.
I know you're talking about.
I can't think of his name.
I know you're talking about.
But yeah, like K-Shine, Rum Nitty, for sure, Quite a few though.
Okay.
One of my favorite one-offs was the JC versus Chilla Jones. I still watch that, and it's been years. I don't know if you've seen that.
That's a classic.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah, that's timeless right there.
Timeless, right?
I'm disappointed in JC. He got Sue Surf and.
Oh right, and Surf, right.
I see. I don't know if there's any battle rapper fans in here, but unpopular opinion, I think JC did better than what people are saying he did in that battle.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, they are like they suck up to certain battle rappers.
Right, agreed.
Like, yeah, and y'all be gassing them up, and like it don't really be that great of a performance, but y'all just, oh my god,
right.
So, but that's neither here nor there, man.
Sorry, Janori.
It's all good, man. Hey, I'm about to give you all the spotlight you need, bro. Tell the people about yourself, where you from, what got you into the open mics, the virtuals, the spoken word, poetry. Like, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've kind of always been like the black sheep of my family and didn't really grow up with friends and kind of always had the world against me. So it was just one of my artistic outlets. I kind of always thought out loud to myself and always had poetry and drawing and doing my self-defense stuff. Just anything artistic, just would always just do it for myself, really. So yeah, that's just how I really got into poetry. Just had a lot of time to myself to express my emotions out to someone who would actually listen, my own self.
Well, look, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you the solo. Plug whatever you want. If there's something that you want to advertise for, I don't care. Read your work, perform it however you see fit, and I think that's pretty much that. Shout outs to the people that's in the building. Let me turn it over to you. I will unmute you and give you the solo. Hold up. Boom.
All right. Well, here's I guess I give you a little taste of what I call a harsh whisper. It's I do it sometimes. It's just it's like a short story that I leave just enough detail generalized to give a background, but I leave the specific details out to the person's imagination so they can imagine what they want and what they think it's about. So I guess I'll call this one Tumbling Tree. It was upon the mountain that he and she never truly saw what was coming, yet saw everything. So they traveled upon this path, only to see the shadow of what they left behind. Was it in their imagination, or were they even really there? All they knew is that evil blinding light was a rope they were tugging upon. Can we, in ourself, find this past they really thought? And they came upon the conclusion that they truly never were, but always were truly there. So in the snow they laid and thought, this is home, wherever it might be. That's all I have for that one.
That had a very classical feel. It kind of made me think of Edgar a bit, and then also what's his name? Walt Whitman.
Thanks.
Definitely. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing. It was very chill.
What was the origin behind it, if you don't mind me asking?
Like I said, whatever is on the top of my head and heart and soul at the moment, no revisions, no rewrites. I just say it. So that's why I'll stumble on words sometimes because it's whatever comes out. And like I said, I leave it open for the imagination of the person. I put my own emotion to it, but I let people subject it enough so that people can put their own emotion to it because I like to connect with people in that way. Let them be part of it. They can put themselves in the story. They can put their view. They can imagine as viewing me as an outsider. It's up to them.
All right. Well, look, this is what since we're in the spirit of the writer, I'm going to freestyle something myself. Why not? Okay, hold on. Welcome to the world of black magic. The cobwebs, they're comprised of souls wrapped in words that were exposed by this gut feeling that something wasn't right, turned aside by the vast emptiness of shallow graves, the walking dead, the land of the free, portraying themselves as individuals with individuality, but they're more than cookie crumbs. They're just drag queens wrapped around the fingers of patriotism. I digress. The cold winters come often in summer, typically where I'm nestled at by the river banks, wondering exactly when things are going to change, or if sands of time are just complementing my desperation for survival. It's hard to really appeal to a lifestyle that was never for me, because my values and richness came from Reebok shoes and Nikes. But of course, your opinions matter. They always did, which is why social media thrives so much, which is why my paragraphs always end up in 6 feet dirt. You want to compliment me in the best ways by creating this dynamic between my flesh tone and the earth. Only one deteriorates. Only one has a festival for insects. While my particles transition to the other side of this atmosphere, you can understand exactly what I'm speaking about, but you do know that there is a breath coming out of this body, this cold vessel, this alpine mindset that I have, writing every day, doing these uploads while my soul is still trying to stay connected to this digital market they call a system of ethics. Interesting how I can just do this off the top of my head. Well, if you understood how many souls are hovering around me, you would understand that I'm not of this planet. I've left Earth years ago. I just sit here and visit, watching as everybody observes me like I'm the foreign object. But quite frankly, you're the ones that's tapped in, plugged to a socket. And as soon as somebody pulls it away, that beeping sound that you hear, that's coming from you, not me. See, I already understand what an enemy looks like. I already understand what it looks like to have a bullet wound the size of a period attached to your exclamation marks. The solution, I have none other than consistency, not allowing you to stigmatize me with stereotypes wrapped in these white sheets of paper. My pen is beyond just the teeth that I have. It's the bite. It's the mark. It's the one that I refuse to put on my forehead, saying that I will serve a master who serves a master. I am not a bastard. I am not the child of a satanic creature or a person who wants to be a part of an internal flame that doesn't have any desire or passion behind it. I digress.
Damn, that made me emotional. I ain't even gonna hold you.
There's a lot of solid advice in there too.
Yeah.
I just practice.
That was nice.
No, that was nice. Shout out to the ones that are not of this earth, that's just passing through.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
Real quick question. It doesn't matter who answers. I just want to know, to you, what would life look like without spoken word, without poetry? How would the world look like to you without it?
Sad and directionless.
I would say a lot more saddened and more extreme outbursts to people because they wouldn't be getting their emotion out in a healthy way.
I don't know if it would be sad for me. I think it would be unfortunate. I would just find another avenue, another lane to, express myself, even if it's just laying on the grass, counting the clouds like I did as a kid. But, I've learned to not solely rely on one thing to just be,
Right. Not sure if y'all have another one. I know Sydney, she stay clipped up. But I would like to go around one more time if we can do that. And after we go around once, we'll give our closing remarks. Plug in whatever you want, Instagrams, any links, whatever. I give it to Sydney, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Also, I wanted to throw out there, we have a poetry Discord group. So if you guys are interested in joining, I can put the link in the chat. So this poem is called Terra Incognita. I wrote it after, on Wednesday, I found out I had epilepsy, and I had a series of 3 seizures. And so this was about my experience because I basically lost a whole week of my memory. So this is me talking about that, coming out of that. Suddenly, in a moment, from nothing, from the void, life begins oozing into the picture, bleeding in from awakening pores, from the senselessness, from the unawakening. Sensations come, rushing, running, raging. Once quiet waters now cascade effortlessly into a new abyss. Bright lights like staples hold open bewildered eyes, freshly squeezed pupils grappling with a life, a shadow, illuminated by reality as sharp as the blinding noon sun. The beast sears its brand into my indelible essence as an identity creeps back inside that is not mine. Coming into a world where time has been broken carries with it the burden of remembrance. Memories that you knew you had, fading into a blur, now unreachable behind a curtain of fur. Warm but undefined. This delicate history beckons as merely a counterweight. A murky mirror image of the girl you lost in the darkness, the self you left behind. Staggering through the glass, taut cheeks pulled in, as lips unpart, I drag myself into the pace of the living to form a new existence from the deleted scenes in blurry dreams. Voices from me rise up into mumbling muscles, still scrambled, still tongue-tied. Compulsion to speak only yields heavy jaw, heavy hands, heavy gaze. My mind remains determined to dredge up something like me, even as my body demands its own release. From within this fortress, stone walls now stand guarded by twitching stitches, haunted by numb and tingling wings and limbs. Life muted, uncolored, dulled, vibrance traded for depth, exuberance for breath. Passions once burning now smolder, personality peeling away like layers, like an accidental deletion or a slate wiped clean. The me of my past arrives on the back of one I've never seen. From these ashes, I'm suddenly awake, rising. I begin like a new day, old roots aching to regrow my connection to this brand new mind I was gifted.
And where do we want to go with that?
You didn't say that. Tell me you did not just say that. Sensational.
I'm working on my remixes, man. My combos. I gotta get back on the soundboard checklist and give me some shopping in. But yeah, your calmness. You're the only person I know that can be calm and angry at the same time. I'm not saying you were angry here, but your delivery was always something that I appreciated a lot. So
Thank you. I try because my in-person persona can be a little bit aggravated sometimes.
yeah, I know what you're saying. I do, trust me. I think I'm like this all the time though. It's like people assume that I'm quiet just because I talk. I don't yell. I don't scream. I just don't see the need for it. I don't walk around with a stink face and like I it's never been me. I'm just chill. That's
It's
my
because you have humor. You don't have humor, you have self-deprecating personality. But if you have humor, then you can get through difficult things because then you come up with funny stuff.
yeah. Oh man. What do you want us to call you? You want us to call you by your government or your stage name, ma'am?
Me?
No, I'm talking to Miss Battle Rap.
Oh yeah, you can call me Crystal. I mean, but that's just my stage name, like when I start to perform and today actually. So but now you can call me Crystal. It's Crystal with the K.
Okay. All right. Um, how long have you been writing? How long have you been doing what you do? I don't think I asked that. I mean, this is just a quick little inquiry of mine personally, but
Well, I mean, I've been writing since I was a kid. But as far as sharing this year, honestly, this year I felt like this was the year to like just step out because I'm on social media, but not like that. It's just to see what's going on, laugh, and then I'm off. So then I came across Threads and I saw they had an audio. So I'm like, okay, let me play around with this a little bit. So I appreciate the feedback that I get from you too, on Threads. So I'm just going with it and hoping to, I don't even want to say be like paid for it because I don't want to tie me and my experiences to money, you feel me? But I also like if I'm just being honest, like corporate America, like they don't deserve me. So I'm just over the 9 to 5. So but it's more freeing than anything. But I'm sorry for the rant, but to answer your question, yeah, just since I was a kid, my grandmother worked at a performing arts school, and she used to bring home like the poetry books that her students would write, and I would read them and just be fascinated. And then me and my friends used to write like fan fiction in high school and college and stuff. And then life happened. I lost my dad, and I just used it to help me like cope.
respect that. All my grandparents are gone. Moms, everybody except for I still got my sisters, I still got my brother, I still got a couple uncles, aunts. But those weren't really the folks that I was directly connected to like that. It's weird how everybody's upbringing is so different.
Yeah. Like I grew up in a house full. Like I got 5 brothers, and it's me and my sister. And my parents were married for almost 40 years before he passed away. So that hit. That really hit.
My condolences, of course.
I appreciate it.
Do you have something that you want to share with us I know you read one. I just wanted to give you the
Yeah.
space to get your bars off. You know, it's okay if you don't. I'm just putting it out there.
I mean, I don't mind. You know, I'm always sharing on threads, so
Okay.
so I'll share one that I saw that you reposted. Cosmic Connections.
Respectfully. All right, I'm gonna give you the solo.
Appreciate it. So they done opened up the portal for a celestial one. Because I go somewhere else, when my pen touches the paper, it turns into a lyrical exercise with the extraterrestrial ones. Energy exchanges. When I speak to the galactic, this is more than a form of expression. It's a spiritual practice. We speak the same lingo. And no, I'm not a rapper, but my words just be flowing from my heart to the masses. And shout out to the coast for the motivation. They go from chilling to takeoff. That round table turn into a spaceship, for real. But listen, music heals and words hold power. If it don't reach my DNA, I turn the volume off or down because don't nobody want to hear that bullshit. That ain't doing nothing for my spirit, but trying to tamper with my auric field. So I keep the clear quartz, amping my intentions, using it as my shield, dodging the low frequencies, because you got to be conscious of what you're feeding your subconscious's frequency. So may my words readjust your spiritual engine, but only with your permission, because at times I have the tendency to try and make people feel what I've seen and go where I be. Dimension hopping, portal jumping, God ordering my steps when I get to stumbling and wondering if I'm making the right or wrong move, talking too fast or stuttering, be like, Crystal, baby, you got this and we got you. That prayer was an answer for nothing. Now go talk your shit. That's it. So me, thank you.
I love the rhythm of that one. You have such good cadence with your poetry. I love it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Seriously.
Do you pace back and forth in your room, or do you have like a like a little setup? Like, I wish I had space to just stand up and just kind of. Do you kind of like because you say battle rap, and I'm thinking when I think battle rap, I think about how they prepare for their battles. Like they got to recite their stuff, and they're like, do you do that?
No, not really. I mean, I write everywhere in the car. If I'm in the store or something just come to mind, like I write on anything, the back of a receipt, jot something on my hand, you know, so I don't forget. Voice notes comes through in the clutch all the time. But no, that's something that it's actually funny that you say that, because I was performing some of my stuff for my brother, and he was like, yo, get one of those tall, like floor to ceiling mirrors so you can, like, you know, see yourself, and that way you can lost my train of thought. But no, to answer your question again, sorry for the rant. No, I don't pace.
You good. Because I want to learn how to. I'm gonna have to. Either I'm gonna learn my material, like I'm just gonna memorize it, or I'm just gonna forever freestyle my stuff.
Oh, you mean how do I memorize it?
Yeah.
I'm honestly, meditation helps a lot. Like, cause my mind is just always going, like mad tabs open. So, you know, when I meditate, it just helps to like clear some of it out and make room for, you know, what really holds weight. And then I'm into like crystals and stones and stuff like that. So there's certain stones that I meditate with as well. You know, certain herbs that I take with my tea that help, you know, your brain. So it's a lot that I, you know.
The legal kind, right?
Oh yeah, the legal time. You mean weed? Nah, I've chilled on it. That helped too. Like I've stopped. It's been almost a month because I was becoming too reliant on it. So
Gotcha. I got you.
No judgment, but yeah.
No, yeah, you good. I used to smoke. I used to drink too. Well,
Yeah.
it didn't really benefit me though. It turned me into Chris Tucker and Friday. That's why I left that shit alone.
Yeah, it just I get off work, I'm rolling up. Before I go to work, I'm rolling up. Before I write, I'm rolling up. And it's just like, I don't really need this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really feeling this anymore. I'm saving money too. So
I used to think that it helped me write better, but then I had the realization that the words are still in my head. It's not the plant that's giving me
exactly.
the ideas. And I was like, I just have to work on accessing it without substances, which is possible because the words have already been in there. I've been doing this for 10, 20 years without it. So, yeah, I understand what you mean.
I don't know why, but Sydney, you had to be fun. You had to be fun high. I don't know why I think that. So because for one, because I didn't think you really smoked for real. But I'm hearing it now, and it's like,
I am a huge stoner. Yeah, that's partially why I mean, I already laugh a lot, but that contributes to it. And then I get more talkative when I'm high. So it just enhances my natural exuberance.
hey, Janori, man, did you smoke? Do you smoke?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I go with the vibe, so the no judgment. So it's like, for example, like the neighbors, they invited me like twice to like just hang out at their house, like miniature party, and it really wasn't a party. It was just hanging out, honestly. But they just had like weed and other stuff there. So yeah, I smoke just because it's like if it's there, it's there. If someone has a hookah there, I smoke it. If someone has weed there, I smoke it. If we're drinking vodka, I drink it. If we're drinking gin, I drink it. It's whatever. It's like so. So I found for me like the weed, it feels okay. Like doesn't have any major effect on me. But that's because part of that is because unfortunately I did grow up with a horrible blood donor of a father. And yeah, he was very terrible. He was addicted to every drug, every alcohol, and everything. He abused my mom and all that kind of stuff. But eventually, my mom broke free. I fought him as a little boy myself, but I was only 7, so not much I could do against him. Yeah, so and even when I was in the stomach, like my mother's stomach, he was addicted to that stuff, and she had like secondhand exposure to it. So I kind of got like a semi-natural immunity to that stuff, where it really doesn't have great major effects on me. So yeah, so I'm cool with it. Like I'll hit it, but it's like if it's around the social scene of whoever I'm hanging out with, it has no major effect. It feels okay though.
No judgment. No judgment here. Hey, I'm gonna give you the solo. All right, I'm gonna let you do your thing, and shout out to everybody in the building, man. Round of applause for the people, real quick.
I'm so happy you two were able to join us. It's nice having new voices.
Yes, especially on a Saturday. I know the week be stressful, heavy. I think by Friday, hold on. By Friday, you are pretty much unloading all of your stress. How can I put this? Monday, you're going into work. You're probably thinking, "Oh, I hope this is a quiet day." Tuesday, it's like, all right, Monday wasn't so bad. Let's see if we can make Tuesday the same way. Stuff starts to pick up on Tuesday. By Wednesday, you're annoyed because of what happened on Tuesday. By Thursday, you hate everybody. and you're
all you can think about is Friday.
exactly. And then when Friday get here, everything from Monday to Thursday, you take it and you leave it at the building. So that being said, I'm gonna give you the solo, sir. I'm gonna let you do your thing, and we'll wrap up with our final thoughts.
Thank you. All right. Well, I guess this one will just be for another freestyle. No title for this one, I guess. I knew who I was from the very beginning, yet it never really mattered. I always was just the ghost of my former self, even when I was a child. I thought about it as I grew, and the thoughts grew into fruition of the spirit of what I am is only content to the thought of my own wisdoms. Therefore, I seek upon nothing, and I choose not to grow, for I am the tiger of what everything I will always be. So know me now for who I am, and take it as it is, for my principles will live forever on, even upon my own immortal soul's death. Yeah.
Death and destruction is upon us. Black warriors unite. Tribes confine themselves to concubines. Mental warpaths get destroyed in the midst of apathy. Sydney in the building, cooking up. The TV ignored. Propaganda advertised. Bones battered and brittled. Exhaustion exudes from the limbs and limericks of contemplating suicide. Mental stimulation occupied. Too busy to say hello to a brother walking down a dark alley, afraid that their purse is going to get snatched, that a bullet hole is going to visit them at their front door. Can't wear anything around here cosmetic. Too many superfluous superficials to call anything organized. All of it is crime. I want to say thank you to everybody who pulled up. Shout out to Sydney. Shout out to Crystal. Shout out to Janori. The shout out to Saturday. Shout out to the day. I'm grateful. I'm very humbled that I got to spend this time with y'all. I learned some stuff about y'all that I didn't know before. If this was 20, 25 years ago, I would have a smoke session with everybody up here, especially Sydney, because she be wilding, man. But Crystal is the battle rap fan, so I know those reactions would be dope. Janori seemed like he be chilling. I think everybody up here for the most part got their own vibe. I'm gonna bring y'all up though. I'm gonna let y'all say y'all final buys, whatever you want to get off your chest before we go. Tonight, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm coming back. I'm doing a solo mission. Join the show. It's definitely going to be a goodie. I don't waste my breath or my words, so make sure y'all tap in. Let me bring everybody back up here. I'm gonna give y'all a solo salute. So don't matter who starts, whoever starts, that's who's gonna get the solo screen first.
Okay, I'll start. First of all, I wanted to say thank you guys for joining us. I really enjoyed hearing your works. You guys are both very talented. I hope you guys come back to another one. Just a shout out. I have my first poem in a book. So if you ever wanted to read one of my poems, it's in Figments of Fire. I'm very excited because it's my first actual in-print poem that's not just on a website. So I am working on a couple other books. Have one with an illustrator, and then I have another that I'm hoping to be finished, or it will be finished by the end of the year. So I'll keep you posted on those. Again, thank you guys for coming. My name is Sydney, and I will be here next on Monday.
Anybody?
First of all, I just want to say it's so crazy, Sydney, because you said that you were in psychology, and I was going to ask you to just grab a random book off your shelf back there and show it, and then you showed your poetry book. So I'm going to check that out. But much love to everybody that tuned in. Much love to you, Mel, for creating a platform for people to, you know, share what they feel, what they see. It's made me want to dig even more. So I appreciate it. Same to you, Janori. Thank you for sharing. I too am the black sheep of the family. So it was good to unite with another black sheep. No plugs. I'm just going to keep writing. But, you know, when the time comes, the time comes. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me join. This is the first time I've ever done anything kind of like this. I normally write by myself, but yeah, that was definitely about the chills and the vibes. I mean, and the chilling. And I definitely glad I just got to chill with everybody and people got to view. And I do this for just the emotional release and to vibe with people and like to get a little bit of zen and relaxation out of it. It's the same reason why I do self-defense. Like I teach it mostly for it's like because I get zen out of it and the patience and humility and all the mental and emotional benefits out of it more than even the physical skill, because physical skill can be learned a lot of places. So yeah. If anybody ever wants to do more poetry with me, I'm cool with that too. I'm always I love this crowd today, and it was awesome meeting both of you guys and all three of you guys, and it was great to speak with other like-minded people.
I just had a thought, and I just want to throw it out there. We should totally make like an attic book of all the people that have done the attic mic.
Yes, I like that. I like that a lot. We're gonna chop it up. We're definitely gonna chop it up. Today's stream has been brought to you by Deer Park Water. Absolutely refreshing. Go grab you a Deer Park Water. Make sure that you keep it at room temperature for optimal taste. Nah, I'm lying. I just keep one up there. Water is good for you. Stop drinking so much sugary stuff. You know what I mean? They need to pay me for all the times I mention them in my stuff. But yeah, we about to get up out of here though, man. Appreciate y'all. I will see some of y'all later. If I don't see you later, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Hopefully we get to chop it up again, do another open mic. I'm definitely going to promote for another one coming up real soon, so be on the lookout for that. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Thank you to everybody who already has. Do me a solid before you go.
What's the goddamn button?
Your digs. Y'all be easy. I'll see y'all later.
Pyramus, Hennessy, we skid done. Christian Dior, East Saint Laurent. Bitch whirling that drop on the floor. Then I just hop in the rolls and scoot. Then I just hop in the rolls and scoot. Then I just hop in the rolls. I am the sickle and hammer. I am like Tony Montana. I got Betty Crocker in the trash spot, cooking up dope with a crop pot, turning that soft in a butter rock, then chewing tip when the hair drops. Bitch, my life is a movie.